Hi everyone, this is David and welcome to week 5. This week we're going to practice transforming our writing from writer-based prose to the standard for the professional workplace, which is reader-based prose. And here's how we're going to do that in week 5. As usual, you're going to log in and check in with your announcements, and then click on Content. And in Content, you're going to click on, if you haven't already, Week 5. September 19 through September 25. You're going to begin, as usual, by reading the Week 5 overview, which is your introduction to reader-based prose, and it outlines the steps that you are to follow and why you are to follow them. So there's a good written overview for you. Let's take our breadcrumbs back and take a look at these individual steps. The first thing you're going to read is this document on contrast writer-based prose with reader-based prose. In other words, in your project number 3, you're going to be expected to write reader-based prose. That project number 3 is a memo to a decision maker or group of decision makers. And the purpose of that memo is persuasive. In other words, that memo number 3 is the setup for your final project. In that memo, project number 3, you're going to be saying, I need permission to study this problem that I have identified, and permission to spend my time finding solutions to that problem. I'm informing you of this, and I'm asking for your blessing, your permission to go ahead and pursue this problem. So as you can see, your purpose in this project number 3, this memo, is quite persuasive. And so you're going to be using a form of writing called reader-based prose in order to help achieve that persuasiveness. So you need to ask yourself the following 2 questions. What are the essential differences between writer-based prose and reader-based prose? And then once you know those differences, you next need to know, how do I employ the techniques of reader-based prose in my writing? Now, I've made a video called 4 Tips to Give Your Audience What You Want, and that's going to be one of your primary sources for getting those techniques and learning how to employ them. But also you have some readings, and the first reading is the U attitude and reader-centered writing. The U attitude is very important for reader-centered writing. And then you're going to read a PDF by Linda Flowers called Writing Reader-Based Prose. And also there is a good website here, a SlideShare actually, that is also good, provides a good introduction to reader-based prose versus writer-based prose. So take advantage of those resources, get those differences in your head. To help you get those differences in your head, there is this video on how to employ 4 tips for effective audience awareness, which is kind of what reader-based prose is all about. In reader-based prose, you are dedicated to your audience. And here are 4 tips for carrying out that dedication. Then there is that reading, the U attitude. It is a PDF. It defines the U attitude and its role in reader-centered or reader-based writing. So you want to take a good close look at that. Then comes the Linda Flowers PDF, and she focuses on these 4 particular strategies: set up a shared goal, develop a reader-based structure, give your reader cues, and develop a persuasive argument. Next comes a series of tables that have been done by previous students, but these tables do a really good job of outlining the differences between these 2 styles of writing. The writer-based prose, which is more characteristic of student writing or novice writing, and then the workplace standard, which is reader-based prose. So these are some really good tables for you to take a look at. that will also help you understand these differences. Then here is your assignment for this week, and that is you're going to take this paragraph here, which is written in writer-based prose, I assure you, and you're going to translate it into reader-based prose. Now, you need to go back and do at least 4 different things to this paragraph, and you will find those 4 different things in the video, Audience Awareness, 4 Tips for Effective Essays. So be sure in your discussion board, and remember these are graded, be sure in your discussion board to do all 4 things to this paragraph about sororities. Isn't it great that you go to a school that doesn't have sororities and fraternities? You're adults, you can focus strictly on your learning. So that's about it for week 5. Your focus is learning the techniques of reader-based prose and demonstrating your knowledge of those techniques by transforming this paragraph on sororities. Okay, good luck. I will see you in the threads. As always, give me an email, give me a text, give me a phone call if I can help you in any way.